In this video, I'm going to share with you a couple tips that I learned while making these Winnie the Pooh cookies for my daughter's birthday. These are sugar cookies with a royal icing on top, and I am a complete newbie at this and I could do it, so I know that you can do it. And I wanted to share a few tips that I had to learn kind of along the way that I hope will help you if you want to make these cookies too. So stay tuned. Hi guys, Antoinette here from One Sweet Life, where I help busy mamas like you get organized and design a life that you love, your One Sweet Life. So I wanted to do a different kind of style of video for you today. This is more of a vloggy kind, holding my phone in my hand and my arm is starting to hurt, but I wanted to share with you some tips that I learned while decorating these Winnie the Pooh cookies for my daughter's 3rd birthday. So, first off is I got these, this is probably gonna be backwards, these cookie cutters from Michael's. I have a 3, and I wanted to make a honey pot, but they didn't have any honey pots, so I grabbed this mason jar one that worked awesome. And nobody has Winnie the Pooh shaped cookie cutters anywhere for a decent price. So I had to look online and I found this one from eBay. It came with a Winnie the Pooh head shape and a Tigger head shape, but I didn't realize how small it was gonna be. It's tiny, like compared to, here's the mason jar and here is the Winnie the Pooh head, which kind of worked out just because, so there was like dimension, there was different sizes in the cookies, but note to self, double check the size of the cookie cutter. Like I said, these ones were $1 from Michael's, so if you can find the cookie cutter that you need from Michael's, this is a great price, $1. And Joann's actually has some for 99 cents too, so you can look at either one of those places. The second thing that I really thought helped me out when I was making these cookies is this. It's Kroger brand parchment paper, and it's cut up parchment paper, so all you have to do is pull out a piece. Let me actually see if I can show you. All you do is pop it out and it's like good to go. So it's so easy. You don't need to like pull it and cut it. It's ready to go for you. That was number 2. The third thing is this. And this is a edible food marker. And these came in so handy because I had to make, I had to have black icing and that was not coming out. I was just getting this like light gray color. So these really helped just get the black color on the Winnie the Pooh face and on the honey pots. So I think this was like $3 or $4 for 2 of them, and one has a more like pointy fine tip, and the other one has more of a blunt. So for the 4th thing that would help you is, if you don't have them, you should get them, are these little connector dealios for your piping bags. And that way you can easily change the tip if you need to without having to take it out of the piping bag. It's just kind of hooks on there and can easily come right off. And the tip that I used for the perimeter harder royal icing, sorry, my arm's hurting, is, I think I had a 1 and 3. So what that looks like is, if I could show you with one hand. So it goes on the outside like this, and then you kind of just screw this part on top of the piping bag. So that way it's easily exchangeable. And a tool that really helped me with getting the royal icing in the center is a squeeze bottle from Party City. It's a Wilton candy making squeeze bottle, but this works perfectly for squeezing out the royal icing in the center. That's like the softer icing. And I got this at Party City. It was on clearance for $1, and I think their clearance event is still going on, so go check it out. They had a lot of built-in stuff actually that was for a pretty good price. So, fix my arm. Let's go over those once again. So the first tip is look at Michael's for your $1 cookie cutters. The second tip is to use edible food markers if you need to use black. The third tip is to, let's see, get these little connector things for your piping bags. Oh, I forgot a tip. This tip, the parchment paper, made life really easy. And the last tip is this squeeze bottle. And a bonus tip for you is that when you're making the icing, something that is so critical that I didn't realize until I was on my second color of icing is how important consistency is. When you are using the outline icing, that needs to be a soft peak, a soft fold, but if it's too dry, then you need to add a little bit more water. Otherwise, it'll crust up on you when you're trying to do the outline. That happened with my Winnie the Pooh face because I did that one first, and I finally got to perfect it when it came to the mason jar and the number 3. So you just want to make sure and double check and triple check the consistency, because that will either make or break your cookie. So I want to share with a couple now I want to share a couple pictures with you. I'm so excited how they turned out. The best part of it was that everybody thought a professional did it, and it was me. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this too. Leave a comment below and let me know if you are going to try to make your own sugar cookies at home. And if you have any tips, I would love to hear them too. So I will see you next time. Bye.